another beautiful thing.
Well, I moved my root of all evil from up there because I figured eventually it was going to fall down and break the light. But anyway, I put the camouflage peace sign upside down up there. And I moved the root of all evil to this tree. It's got 4 screws holding it in. It'll be there for a little bit. I think I'm going to repaint it too. What the heck? Got nothing better to do, eh? I want to go down to the stream and work down there, but then that'd be Ben down there, and then Ben would be getting his foot wet. So we'll just sit up here and poke around for the rest of the day. Maybe dip into the fridge. You never know. Something to eat. Maybe a graham wafer with a piece of bologna. Well, there it is. I still have to touch up the red paint and black paint a bit, I guess. Let it dry. There's a stick that fell off when I dropped it. It's going to go right in here to make 2 of them. So that's the root of all evil. And that's tree root. That's why I call it root of all evil, obviously. And I cut it off with a chainsaw after the tree had fallen over. Well, here's the finished root of all evil mounted up in the trees. It used to be up there, now it's here. And I went and I added that board on top there and screwed it into the tree on both sides and in the back of the root just to give it some more support. So it doesn't look too bad. Conversation piece anyway. Update in the old garden. Things are growing anyway. Not a lot of beans come up. But look. Cucumbers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's another one there. We might have cucumbers this year, Ben. Ben, where are you? Onions are starting to go to seed. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Tomatoes. Well, that's the garden update, I guess, for the day. The blackberries aren't ripe yet. You can see there's a big patch here. All those brownish spots are berries. But the hard thing to do back here is to get them after they turn ripe and before the birds get them. I'm not too sure what kind of a bird eats them, but they go pretty quick. Where's that damn day? Look at the big leaves in this thing here. What the heck is that growing? I lost Ben up here. He went halfway to the neighbors. Oh, he went all the way to the neighbors. He's up. There. This is the cam net that I run over the other day, so it's all chopped up. I was going to fix it all up, and I said, nah, I'll just throw it on the tractor for a scrim. For duck. I think I'll cut down this one little tree here. It's not doing any good. Just getting in the way of this. Next time we get the gas axe out. Now this is an old thing I found out back, and it is an old Coleman stove fuel tank. And I don't know if you read, but it says, important, never use ethyl or doped gasoline. Lever must be turned up to light. After 1 minute, turn down to burn. To shut off, turn lever up 1 minute before closing valve. And that's where I used to fill it. I guess this is where I used to pump it up. And maybe out here is where the fuel went and then around. You can see there's some brackets here. Anyway, I found this actually, I think the year I moved in. And then I forgot about it. It was in behind the old barn. And then my uncles were out here and I found it again. I said I really should do something with it. So I've been running the hose through it, getting all the dirt out of it. And you can see, I think this is either brass or copper. So once it dries out a little, I'm going to get some metal polish and see what turns up. If I can get it to drain out in the sun. We'll leave it there. There's some more water in it, but it's hard to get out because these are inset, like they're in a depression, so the water just pools around it, I guess. That, and plus there's still leaf litter and crap in it. Oh well, I'll let it sit here for a while. Maybe it'll drain out here eventually. You can sit out there. Take two. I just did a whole thing here, but I had the radio on, so I just tried to polish it up in the back here. It didn't polish up very well. I think it's brass. Just so old. It probably needs something done to it before you can get it shined up. Blasted or sanded or acid washed or something. I had that wrong. This is where you fill it up over here. And this is where the thing comes out. And then the generator goes in to where the burners are. And this end is where you pump it up. I had said that backwards, I think, at the first little bit. So fill it up. This is where that comes out. This is the pump. I think this all it was here was two little tabs. And they slid into slots in the front of the Coleman stove. At least they do now. The new fillers, the new ones, you can fill up on the top here too, so you don't have to take it off or whatever. Anyway, he's using some mass, polish, and cloth. Cardboard. Cardboard takes a lot of the black stuff off, but this stuff is pretty old. Anyway, yeah, so, I don't know. I'm sure some of you will say, well, you shouldn't shine up that old stuff. Collectors like it not shined up. But I don't think any collector would want this piece of crap. It's interesting, though. I made a video last week, I guess. And it sounded like somebody was shooting. But what it was one of these things. This is a propane thing. Runs off propane and makes a boom every now and then. I don't know how, I think probably you can set it for different time things, I don't know. Anyway, there's an awful lot of them this summer I had seen. This is the hell kind of a field is that? Some kind of future blueberry field it looks like. Yeah, blueberries. Obviously birds like blueberries around here. Sounds like World War III sometimes. Or at least World War II.5. Danger. Shellfish area closed. I think the entire end of this island is closed for shellfish for some reason. It's kind of neat though, this place. Look at the big heron going, Ben. Did you see him? I had one fly out the other day out beside the road and he flew just over top here for a couple of seconds anyway. I didn't realize how actually skinny they were. Like they're a big bird, but I seen behind him like his body's skinny and his big long legs. Oh, there's another one there. Let's see if we can get a zoom. These are called great blue herons. Let's zoom it back a little. He might fly away too, Ben, especially after he sees you. He's heading in the water. He's heading out of the water. Great blue heron. Big birds. Hey Ben, is that a big bird? Oh, that sounded good. There's almost like a piece of land going from this side over to that side there. Oh. A fellow well under, 2DT. Fortune River. You can't get out, Ben. Garbage, of course. Sand dune habitation rehabilitation. Oh, what is this Fortune River? Where the hell are we anyway? piping plovers down here. Aha! A little piping plover. See, the beach goes all the way down along there. Ah, Buddy's down there with his doggy. Flip-flops. Seagull feather. This is a good spot for clams. Which is probably why you're not allowed to dig them here. Let's say Jim Morrison's boat. Jim Morrison's a lobster fisherman down in Bay Fortune.